Alright, welcome LEGO fans to an update video on one of my LEGO The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings price comparisons videos. And this will take over, or I should say update, the $16 to $30 video. Because of course in the new Hobbit wave we got two more that were in that range, Dol Guldur Ambush, and Mirkwood Elf Army. So of course in this video I'll be very briefly showing them to you, and then telling you why or why not this makes a good buy. First of all, let me remind you what were the others originally. We had Shelob Attacks, which was the victor in the original video. I'll have to see if it still remains that. We also had the Council of Elrond, Uruk-hai Army, and Fleeing from Mirkwood Spiders. So now, instead of having 4, we'll have 6 in the $16 to $30 range, which is probably the best range. $0 to $15, pretty small for not your best friend, probably maybe your second best friend, or a cousin, or something like that. $16 to $30 is probably for good friends, or maybe an extended family member gets it for your birthday or something like that. So, of course, if you don't know, in this video I'm going to be telling you why or why not you should buy these sets, what makes them a good deal, what makes them a bad deal. If you buy it for someone, are they going to enjoy it? And of course that also depends on whether they're young and they like to play with their Legos, or maybe they're a bit older and they enjoy building and then displaying, or maybe even reviewing like I do. So, we'll go ahead and go over those. Now please make sure you check out the original video first, because I'm not going to be doing the brief recaps for the other 4 that I already did, because that took like 15 minutes. So, I'll just be doing brief recaps here and then telling you what makes these sets good or bad, and then I'll be picking a new victor, or saying that Shelob Attacks remains the victor at the end of the video. But for now, let's go ahead and start out with the smaller of the two, Dol Guldur Ambush. So, we get 3 minifigures in this set. 2 of them are pretty much exactly the same, 2 Gundabad orcs. One just comes with a flail. And if you want to see the printing and all that, and some interesting conversations and random humor from our good friends Fane12 and Andrew1983, make sure you check out the actual reviews as well. They're very extended reviews, if you haven't noticed that, because of all the Tolkien lore and all the humor that we like to throw in detail. Anyway, second Gundabad orc. He does come with a cool shoulder armor, and then an Uruk-hai sword. Don't ask me why he has an Uruk-hai sword. Of course, the coolest minifigure in the set, and the only exclusive one, is Beorn. Skin changer, bear man, whatever you want to call him. Comes with an axe, similar to Gimli's. And then, yes, the headpiece is all one piece. This is not like a slip-on, if you will. All the hair. This is all one piece, as you can see. So, printing is very cool. So, good minifigures. Besides the main build, we get a double catapult. Yes, a double catapult. It's pretty cool. I like it. Even Fane12 liked it, and he doesn't really like catapults. And don't ask me what that noise was if you did hear that. So, we'll go ahead and fire it, see if it hits one of the orcs. Now, since we have 2 orcs and 2 catapults, the odds of hitting one of them are greatly enhanced. So there, I actually knocked one over and hit one other. Because, not only because I had the double catapult, but then also I had 2 standing there. Although I do think that the catapult is supposed to belong to the orcs. It's not in the movie, though. You get an extra rock. You also get 2 random skulls lying about. Then the main build, I'm giving away all the functions, sorry about that. Pretty nicely detailed. We got these rustic teeth-looking pieces, torch, some red leaves up here, which are fairly rare, and even a couple of profile bricks. Now, as for functions, we do get quite a few besides the catapult. And by the way, this does hook into the much larger set Dol Guldur Battle right there. And if you want to see Dol Guldur Battle, if you have not seen that yet, that is it right there. And that'll be featured in a price comparison video that will be coming fairly soon. Actually, that'll be another update. Anyway, as for functions in the set, we have jumper plates here, and those are there for a reason. So we can hurt people. Yes. If someone's standing there, well, they're going to get hit by a giant hammer. If someone is standing here, they're going to meet an even nastier end and be sliced in probably 4 pieces by these 2 axes. Let's try that again, just for kicks. It does work. I know that it works because I've tried it before. There we go. That really sent him off the table. And you can see how that works here. We just have these 2 spinny things, if you will. And you can even do them both at the same time because the hammer fits between the 2 axes. So nice design there. Let's try and do both of them at the same time. Sorry, Baywin fans, I'm going to do it to Baywin this time. So you kind of like got hit by the hammer and then the axes held him there. So if he was a real person, he would be seriously injured, probably killed. Sorry for the graphicness. And we do get maybe 2 more functions, maybe 1, whatever you consider functions. This opens up, and inside we get, yes, we get a fluke missile. I know you guys are really excited about that, because who doesn't like fluke missiles? And we actually get 2 fluke missiles, so you don't always have to reload just the one, or if you would happen to lose one, well, you have an extra. So, we'll go ahead and fire the other one now. And isn't that fun? So, that's pretty much Dol Guldur Ambush. Pretty fun little set. I'm saving my opinions for later on. Next, we have Mirkwood Elf Army. And by the way, that one was $19.99. This one is $29.99. And if you want the pieces and the specifics and all that, those are also in the review. So, we get 6 minifigures in this set. That's quite a few for a $30 set. We get 2 Gundabad orcs. Or as I like to say it, Gundabad orcs. One has no shoulder armor and boring everyday sword. The other one has a boring everyday spear and some cool shoulder armor. We also get 2 Mirkwood elf archers who are exactly the same, and I mean exactly. Except Andrew 19 and Andrew 3 seem to think that one has 1 more speck of dust on it than the other one does. So, you might think that they are not exactly the same because of the faces, but they're both double-sided, of course. Longbows, quivers, you get the picture. We also get 1 just plain Mirkwood elf. He does come with hair instead of a hood, and he stole one of Tauriel's daggers, and Tauriel stole it from some guy from Prince of Persia. Donuts. And finally, the coolest minifigure, of course, is Thranduil, who is staring at you right now in a very creepy sort of way. He comes with a sword, and normally elves don't come with swords. Well, I guess they do quite a bit, actually, in the prologue scene and in the Battle of Helm's Deep. But normally, because of Legolas, we think of elves carrying bows. But Thranduil, his father, and the king of the Woodland Realm, has a cool sword, which isn't captured very well in regular form, unfortunately. Anyway, the coolest part of Thranduil, of course, is his hairpiece, which comes with a crown, fairly cool printing, and a nice red cape. If you want to see back printing, check out the actual review. Besides minifigures, you also get a cool brown warg, and of course, this is the first time we've seen a warg in this color, and only the second set that a warg comes in. So this goes great with your Attack of the Warg set if you do have that. And of course, if you don't want the saddle in there, you can just place this brown brick in there instead. Also get a cool Orc Siege ladder with some cool, like hook pieces, claws. Apparently they're in the Hero Factory series. We also get a weapons rack with a bow and then another clip if you want to put one of the other weapons there. I'm going to tell you what that is for later on. As for the actual structure, we do get 2 cool printed shields. Those are not stickers, so this is definitely one of the best parts of the set. And then we do get some plants, including a somewhat rare olive green tree branch. And then, of course, what would a Lego set be without at least one flick missile? So, you get one of those. You don't get an extra one in this case. And you can move the wall in a few different positions if you want to. Now, behind the wall are two shelves, so you can put at least two elves on there. There's a flick missile. Also get a nice barrel. I added these, sorry. These do not come with the set. You get an extra knife, so I just put it in there. Now inside the barrel, we do get one green gem and one translucent green stud. I added two more green gems, just because I felt like it. Then, the top of the tree here spins 360. Then up here, we get a pretty cool function where you place one of the elves, or maybe even an orc, although that would be weird. You put one of the elves there, hit this, and the elf goes flying through the air, because before the elf goes flying, it hits that tree branch out of the way, so your elf does not crash into the tree, and unfortunately does not save the day. But he does get to save the day because of that function. Also, one thing to note is that in all of my future videos, yes, Thorin's map and key will be featured in every single one. So that is pretty awesome. I'll be doing a review on that soon to keep the suspense building. Anyway, that is about it for Mirkwood Elf Army. So I'll go ahead and start setting these things back up while I talk. So, Dol Guldur Ambush. Pretty cool set, especially because it hooks into the larger Dol Guldur battle. I like these sets where they can kind of connect. It is a way for LEGO to entice you to buy more sets, of course, but it's a pretty good way. I like that. Very similar to the Uruk-hai Army / Battle of Helm's Deep connection. I guess that's about the only other one for now. But I like that. I think that's pretty cool. Of course, most people would say that the Uruk-hai Army and Battle of Helm's Deep was a better setup, but they're both pretty cool, but I would say that Helm's Deep is a little better. Anyway, so I like Dol Guldur Ambush, especially because we get Beorn, even though, so far anyway, he has not been seen at Dol Guldur. I have a feeling, as so do Feanor and Andrew 1930, that he will go to Dol Guldur eventually. So, I'll have to wait an entire year to see if we're right, and also to see if we were right about Tariel and Bird. Check out Lake Town Chase Review to hear about that thought. So, lots of functions in Dol Guldur Ambush. Like that, like the exclusive minifigure. So, overall, very good set. Mirkwood Elf Army, I have a few more things to say about. LEGO posts designer videos, which are like extremely brief LEGO reviews of their sets. They post those on LEGO.com. And in that video, they tell you that you should buy not one, not two, not three, but 4 Mirkwood Elf Army sets. You may have noticed the connector bricks on both sides. And then, of course, I did point out that there's a Technic pin there. So if you buy 3 more, you'll be able to have a complete circular weapons rack and a complete circular Mirkwood Elf Army fortress. But who would do that? Nobody is going to do that. Why? Well, because most people do not have the money to buy 3 Mirkwood Elf Armies, especially when there's more Hobbit and Lord of the Rings sets that are way cooler. Mirkwood Elf Army is not that great a set. Thranduil, the Brown Warg, and then maybe the flinging the elves function are the best parts. And honestly, even those things are not, wow, that's amazing. Also, if you buy 4, you're going to have 4 Thranduils. And while he's a cool minifigure, we don't need 4 of him. 1 is plenty. Because that would be weird if you had 4 Thranduils running around. They don't have cloning technology in Middle-earth. At least not yet. So, Mirkwood Elf Army is not a great set, so it's definitely not going to beat She-Elf attacks. Dol Guldur Ambush, on the other hand, well, it may. Now, why, you may ask? Minifigures is not really the main reason. The Gundabad orcs are very boring. Bjorn, on the other hand, is very cool. So, in Shelob Attacks, we also get 3 minifigures. We get Frodo, Sam, and Gollum, though. Frodo, he's a pretty common minifigure. Gollum, the version of Gollum that we get in that set, is exclusive, but Gollum himself is not an exclusive minifigure. Samwise Gamgee, at least so far, is an exclusive minifigure. And based on the rumors that I'm hearing for the new Lord of the Rings sets, if there are any, it doesn't sound like we'll be getting a Sam in that set, in any of those sets either. They're mostly focused on Minas Tirith. That's the main focus, Minas Tirith and Osgiliath. We do get one in Lothlorien as well. But anyway, it doesn't sound like you're going to be getting Sam in any of those sets either. So I don't think we're going to see Sam for at least a year and a half. So that's a very long time. Most people, if they don't have Sam already, I mean, Sam's a cool guy. Who doesn't want Sam? I mean, Sam is considered the main hero, more so than Frodo of the Lord of the Rings. So who does not want Sam? Bjorn is pretty cool as well, but he's not like the hero of the Hobbits. So, minifigure-wise, I would probably go with Shelob Attacks. Set-wise, however, I would have to go with Dol Guldur Ambush. Don't get me wrong, Shelob is awesome, and comes with I would say 2 functions. This one, I would say, comes with 1, 2, 3, I would say 5 functions. And then maybe even 6 if you consider connecting it to Dol Guldur Battle. What are the functions that I consider? The catapult, especially since it's a double catapult, that's pretty fun. We get the swinging axes, the swinging hammer. We can open this up, and then there's a flip missile inside. So that's a lot of functions. That's a lot of playability, especially if you connect it to Dol Guldur Battle, where you can get in more functions. But this set has almost as many functions as Dol Guldur Battle does. It doesn't have as cool minifigures when you get Radagast, the Necromancer, and Azog in Dol Guldur Battle. But really, they both have almost the same amount of functions. So this is a really great set for playability. Display, however, I already told you in the original video that Council of Elrond would probably win for display. But overall, I'm going to have to change Shelob Attacks to Dol Guldur Ambush. It's a great $20 set. Kids who are just getting into The Hobbit or Lord of the Rings, I think they're going to have a blast with this set. There's just so much that you can do with it. You get Bjorn, you get a catapult. I mean, you really can't go wrong with this set. Mirkwood Elf Army, though, there's a lot that can go wrong. Shelob Attacks and Dol Guldur Ambush, though, are very close. And so is Uruk-hai Army, as I told you in the original video. But I think the victor is going to be Dol Guldur Ambush. So, until we get any more new sets, Dol Guldur Ambush is the victor for the $16 to $30 range of LEGO The Hobbit and LEGO The Lord of the Rings sets. So thanks for tuning in. More price comparison, update videos, and then I still have not done the 81 plus, because I've been waiting to get Pirate Ship Ambush, and then actually Dol Guldur Battle will not fall into that category. So I've been waiting for Pirate Ship Ambush to get that, and then of course the Tower of Orthanc, the Mines of Moria, and the Goblin King Battle will also be featured in that review. And that's going to be a very tough one. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. Dol Guldur Ambush is the victor. Make sure you get this set. Try to get them all if you can. But if you can only get one in the $16 to $30 range, I would say get this set. Makes a great birthday gift, Christmas gift, or if you just feel like being nice. And everybody likes it when you do that. So, we will see you next time. And random ward firing catapult at your face.